Do you love traveling with your squad or hiking up the mountains with your coworkers? Tonight, our story begins on one of those trips, where a simple, fun getaway quickly twisted into a living nightmare. Imagine walking the trails with your friends, laughing, having a great time. Then, in just a split second, you turn around and they're gone. You are completely alone. This is the terrifying story of someone who got separated from their group, only to find out that these woods are filled with things far worse than just getting lost. I am Dee, your storyteller. I'm a bit shy, so I'll keep my face hidden for now. Before we dive into the darkness, hit that subscribe button, like, and share this video. It really helps me bring you more spine-chilling horror stories. Now, let's begin. What would you do if one day you suddenly vanished in the forest while walking with your friends, and just moments after taking a brief rest, your entire surroundings completely changed? This story happened to Adrian in the country of Slovenia when he and his 4 friends spontaneously decided to go hiking in the mountains. It was Friday morning when the group of office mates planned a mountain hike to de-stress from their workplace duties. The following afternoon, Saturday, they headed out to Mount Tralala. They brought plenty of gear, bags, and food, but what was supposed to be a fun hiking trip suddenly turned into a nightmare. As they began walking deep into the heart of Mount Tralala, an eerie sensation washed over them. It felt as if heavy footsteps were tailing them from behind. Instead of getting scared, however, they just laughed it off, ignored it, and kept on walking. Adrian paused for a moment to urinate. While doing his business, he suddenly spotted something in the distance, standing by the side of a massive tree. It looked like a person, but because it was so far away, he couldn't clearly tell if it was a human or a bear. Wanting to confirm what it was, Adrian glanced back at his 4 friends. They were still walking ahead, completely absorbed in their conversation and already quite far from him. Instead of hurrying back to follow his friends after he finished, Adrian's curiosity got the better of him. He decided to approach the figure by the tree. He walked toward it, constantly looking back to keep an eye on his friend's location. Driven by intense curiosity, he pressed on until he reached the extraordinarily massive and tall tree. He peered behind the trunk to check if the figure was there, but he found absolutely nothing. He scanned the area left and right, but there was no sign of anyone. Adrian looked up at the canopy, marveling at how incredibly tall and vast the tree was. But as he was looking up, someone, or something, suddenly hissed at him. The sharp sound instantly caught his attention. He whipped his head in every direction to see who hissed, but there was no human or animal in sight. Creeping fear began to take over, so Adrian bolted back in the direction he came from, desperate to catch up with his 4 friends who had gone ahead. As he scrambled to find them, in a split second, the surroundings suddenly transformed. A crow abruptly flew right behind him. Adrian froze in utter shock, his eyes wide with terror as he watched the crow fly toward him. He quickly grabbed a small stick to defend himself, but the crow did not attack. It simply veered off in another direction and vanished from his sight. Adrian continued walking, looking around anxiously. The path he was on had completely disappeared. He was now stranded in the middle of thick, overgrown grass, surrounded by towering, dense trees. By this time, darkness was falling as night began to set in. Adrian had no idea where his friends were. He kept walking aimlessly, stripped of any sense of direction, since the trail he came from was entirely gone. Night finally swallowed the forest, and Adrian was still left with no answers as to where he was and where his friends could be. To be continued in the next chapter. Will Adrian survive the night? Hit like and share and subscribe if you're ready for the next chapter.